What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we've got South Africa versus India, the first ODI of 3. It's done. South Africa win by 31 runs. They won the toss, elected to bat first, which, you know, is a big move in any short format of cricket nowadays. To win the toss and to go into bat is normal. It doesn't matter how the pitch plays, because normally it's the chasing team that does it quite comfortably, whether it's T20 or ODI cricket. But South Africa, they back themselves in on home soil and get it done really comfortably in the end. Some great batting performances from two players from South Africa that we will get into. And hey, I mean, I had my doubts about South Africa, you know, de Kock retiring, Chris Morris retiring. As I know, obviously, Quinton de Kock only retired from Test cricket, but obviously no AB de Villiers, no Faf du Plessis, no Dale Steyn. Like, all of these legends have departed the South African teams in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And it's really left them in a hole. But, you know, the last couple of years, they've been a bit shaky, a bit meh in most formats. But they're coming back. You know, they win a Test series against India, and now they're 1-0 up in an ODI series of 3. So, hey, if you guys are new, subscribe. If you're a cricket fan and you aren't subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe. I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's jump straight into it. Player of the match, Rassie van der Dussen. Just in a really, really classy knock. 129 not out off only 96 balls as well, which is really, really good. I'm actually unsure of what his highest score would be in ODI cricket, but I'd be willing to say this was his best knock, unless I'm forgetting a knock that he's had before. But, you know, 9 fours, 4 sixes. He just toyed with the Indian bowlers. He didn't look like going out at all. It's not like the pitch was flat by any means. It's not like it was a bad pitch to bat on or bowl on either way. So, really, der Dussen, he played incredibly well. Alright, so South Africa, as we said, batted first. De Kock and Janman Malan. If you don't know much about him, I don't know much about him, but he's played about 10 to 15 ODIs now, I think, for South Africa. He's been in a system for quite a while, just hasn't really had many opportunities. He's a really, really quality bat. He averages before this game, he was averaging 70 from 15 ODI games. I know most of them were against Ireland and some lower tier nations, but averaging 70 from 15 games is very impressive. Was out for 6 this time. De Kock gone for 27. Really, really happy to see De Kock out there. Of course, retiring from Test cricket, but it's good to see that he still wants to be playing some form of cricket. Temba Bavuma. Oh, my little elf friend. Well, I'm small, so I shouldn't probably say that. But 110 off 143 runs. A real captain's knock. He had wickets falling around him. Markram, Malan, De Kock. When they all three were out, South Africa, they lost all their momentum. They were looking under the pump early. And Temba Bavuma, that is the definitions of a captain's innings. He wasn't the main star of the innings. He wasn't, you know, playing these ramp shot reverse sweeps for 6. He wasn't, you know, playing this sparkling, amazing innings, but faced 143 balls for his 110. And in ODI cricket, that's a lot of deliveries to face to only just get over the 100 mark. So he dug in, built this 200-run plus partnership with der Dussen that effectively won South Africa the game in the end. I mean, if it wasn't for this partnership, they probably, you know, they had Fulueko, or however you say this guy, Andile Fuluwayo. You know, he's a bowler. As soon as they got into the bowlers, they would have been bowled out for under 250. So that partnership was just massive and effectively won them the game, South Africa. Into the bowlers for India, Jasprit Bumrah, 2 for 48 off 10. Always bowls well. No surprise. Bhuvi Kumar. I love Bhuvi. Everyone loves Bhuvi, but is he still the best option in Indian ODI cricket / T20? Is he still their number one, you know, swing? Well, not number one, but is he still in India's best 3 or 4 pace bowlers they have for short format? You know, I know people don't like Mohammad Siraj in short formats. You know, obviously he can get quite expensive, but when I watch Boovy, you know, bowl, I never feel like he's going to get a wicket. I feel like the batsmen always know how he's going to bowl. You know, ever since he took about 5 to 10 kilometers off his pace. He used to bowl like 145. Now he bowls mid 130s. You know, because he wanted to focus on getting his seam right and his variations right and adding some new deliveries to his game. But it's taken away from that real factor that made Bhuvaneshwar the star that he was, which was his steaming pace, his ability to bounce the ball and swing it away out from the batsman. He used to bowl it straight at the batsman and he used to just tick away late. Or the other way. He used to bowl it out wide and he used to just swing back in. It seems like ever since he lost that extra 10 kilometers, he just can't seem to find that form that he used to have, which is super disappointing. But, you know, I mean, this is only one performance on a South African pitch, which it doesn't make someone's career. But, you know, I would have loved to see him in the wickets column. Shardul Takua, this could be the... none for 72 off 10. Did not bowl great. He had a maiden in there, but, you know, super expensive. Wasn't his greatest bowling day, that's all I have to say. Ashwin, 1 for 53 off 10, makes his long-awaited return to ODI cricket. He's the best spinner in the world. He should be there. And Yuzi Chahal didn't take a wicket, but that's the man right there. You guys know we're big Yuzi fans over here. None for 53 off 10. I thought he bowled well. I thought he was super consistent. He made the batsman have to play a lot. You know, in saying this, they picked 2 spinners, did India, and it didn't even seem like there was much, you know, like this massive play for the spinners. I really don't understand their decision behind the 2 spin option. They could have easily just gone in with Ashwin and brought in another paceman or another batsman if they needed. But, you know, I'm not the selector. I'm not there, so I can't decide that. Let's jump into India's innings. They had a total of 297 to chase to get that win. Started quite well. You know, Rahul, who was captaining, gone for 12. Unfortunate. Shikhar Dhawan back in the sides. I mean, again, we're a big Shikhar Dhawan fan over here. You know, he's obviously had a lot going on in his life for the last 6 to 8 months. Of course, you know, the divorce with his wife and that stuff. None of my business, and I'm not going to bring it to here, but, you know, he's obviously been going through a rough period with life, and I'm just so happy to see him back in the Indian setup, making big runs and making the most runs for India. Top scored with 79 of 84, 10 fours in true Shikhar Dhawan fashion. If you were a betting man, you can always bank Shikhar Dhawan in to make boundaries, because that's how he gets most of his runs. What's 10 times 4? 40. So 40 of his 79 runs came from just fours. That's the true Shikhar Dhawan style. Virat Kohli in at number 3. Gone for 51 of 63 balls, 3 fours in that. Batted really well. But again, I feel like it's just the same story every time with Kohli, is that he gets to the crease, he looks like he's never going to go out, and then there's just a ball that out of nowhere just does him. And this time it was to Tabraiz Shamsi, and caught by Bavuma. It was a good ball. I mean, Kohli, was it a good ball? Yeah, let's say it's a good ball. Let's give credit to Shamsi. Yeah, gone for 51, but again, 51 runs is very good. So, you know, we're not criticising at all. Rishabh Pant coming in at number 4. Again, I don't know why they've done that. I don't know why they brought... Alright, my mic just had a cut out, so I had to edit that a little bit out. But what I was saying was, I don't know why Pant is coming in before Iyer. Well, both of the Iyers. I would have brought in Venki and Shreyas Iyer before Pant. Now, I know India, they love to bring Pant up the order, whether it's T20 cricket, whether it's ODI cricket. They love to, you know, float Pant from this number 4 to number 5, number 6 kind of guy. But they clearly prefer him up the order. But I just don't know the point of bringing someone like Shreyas Iyer and Venkatesh Iyer into the team when these two guys are quite new. Well, Venkatesh obviously is very new, and so is Shreyas Iyer into this ODI. Well, no, Shreyas isn't, but Venki is. And, you know, if Pant loses his wicket early, which he did, it just exposed their middle order, which ended up costing them the game. You know, you feel if Iyer comes in at number 4 and goes out for 16, then you go, oh, that's okay, because guess what? We've got Rishabh Pant to then come in next, who can easily settle an innings and get the momentum back your way. But you lose that wicket early of Rishabh Pant, and it puts this unexperienced middle order under all sorts of pressure, which they didn't do well. I mean, Shreyas Iyer gone for 17. Venki, oh yeah, you guys know we love both of those guys. Venki gone for 2 off 7. It kind of felt like they lost the game. You know, Pant went out. Shreyas and Venki under all sorts of pressure. They're losing wickets, losing partnerships, and at that point in the game, they needed someone like a Rishabh Pant to just come out and make big runs. Didn't happen. I think they have to rejig that order. You can either agree with me or disagree, but I feel like I've got a fair point. Ashwin was in next for 7, bowled. Lord Shardul, you know, if he doesn't do something with the ball, he does something with the bat. If he doesn't do anything with the bat, he does something with the ball. It doesn't matter what format this guy plays, you just stick him in your team and he's either going to make runs or he's going to take wickets or he's going to have a great catch in the field. He always finds a way to have an impact as the Lord. Not out for 50 off 43. 5 fours and a 6 in that innings. Look, he gave India some hope at the end. And when Lord Shardul is at the crease, you do not turn off your television. Look, they needed about like 50 off 18 balls. It was never going to happen, but boy did Lord give it a crack at the end. And played really, really well. And again, you know, that's probably, you know, Lord is probably someone that can... I would rather be promoting someone like Lord Shardul up the order instead of Pant. At least if you lose Shardul's wicket, you've got this middle order to come in. But, yeah, I just think they missed a trick here. I won't talk about the Pant decision anymore, but I think they should tinker. Bhuvi gone for 4. Bumrah not out for 14 off 23. Hit a boundary. That's cool. But you have a look at the fall of wickets. Dhawan, Virat were making this big partnership. Then Virat went, Iyer went, Pant went, Venki went. Like, they just lost. I know, you know, you just can't do that. You just can't lose wickets, especially in an ODI, in the middle order, when you're building partnerships. The middle orders around the 30 to 40 over mark, that's where you win the game. So, yeah, unfortunate how that panned out. Aiden Markram, 1 for 30 off 6. Marco Jansen, I believe this was his ODI debut, so congrats to him. None for 49 off 9. It was pretty good, actually. I thought he was really good. Deserved a wicket at some point. Keshav Maharaj, 1 for 42 off 10. I don't even think he took a wicket during the entire test series, so it's good to see the man finally take a wicket. Ngidi, 2 for 64 off 10. He just gets better every game. Tabraiz Shamsi, 2 for 52 off 10. And again, South Africa went with their double spinner, and they even had Markram bowl 6 overs. So they went with a 3-spinner attack, which I thought was super surprising considering India also went with 2 spinners and the pitch didn't really provide like massive spin or turn or bounce. It surprised me when I saw the 11s, but it worked out for South Africa. They must know something that I don't about the Indians not playing spin well or something, because 1, 3, 5. They combined for half of the wickets. 3/4 of the wickets. So, really good. And Andal Fulakawayo. I think that's how you say his last name. Look, he's been around for a while now. 2 for 26 off 5. Only bowled the 5. You know, he's more of like a Kieran Pollard, all-rounder, middle type. I don't really think he's a great batsman, but I think he's a lot better with the ball. But hey, he bowled really well. Took 2 wickets off 5, which is super economical. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. 2 more ODIs. Can India turn this into a reverse sweep and win the next 2 to win the series? They're going to have to. Otherwise, South Africa will comfortably win this series. What I would like to see from India in the next 11, I wouldn't make any changes to the 11. Oh, actually, I might. I mean, I don't know where the next ODI is actually played. I haven't checked. So, obviously, it's pitch dependent, but I would be looking at either taking out an Ashwin or I'd be looking at taking out probably Yuzi, and then looking at adding another seam option or another batsman. You could easily look at adding someone like Ruturaj Gaikwad, who is a future star, who is already a star. I would love to see Pant not be coming in at 4. I think Shreyas and Venki, at least Shreyas Iyer should be coming in before Rishabh. Not Venky. I think Venky's fine at a 5 or 6 role at the moment in this point of his career. But hey, look, credit to South Africa where it's due. They batted, they bowled it. They bowled really well and they fielded exceptionally well. So hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Should there be any changes to India's 11? What do you guys think? Hey, that's going to cap it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.